Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now last time where we left off of What If Deku is a Gen 1 Esper. As Doctor Strange with Thor came to visit Enchantress and tried to get Enchantress help along with Izuku, especially Izuku, being an Esper, being a very heavy hitter. As they try to place him somewhere out of the way. Mostly Stark and Captain America, as they didn't see he would be up for it, to the Nomu factory, as they try to place him out of the way. But unknown to them, that's exactly where Izuku wanted to be placed. As he brutally played some death games with the League of Villains, while All For One was watching the whole time. As All For One had some sort of way to keep track of his people, make sure they don't try to betray him. And Izuku made a very, very good impression on All For One, especially pissing him off. As Izuku decided he wants to, make All For One's life a living hell because it amuses him. Just out of bliss, just to make him miserable. It's very entertaining for Izuku, because there's not a lot of people can fight him from par to par on his level. As a Esper, he's far more powerful than any Quark person or a mutant. So far, he's came across. As Izuku wanted to join UA, because Izuku figured that this All For One it's somewhere his main base is somewhere established in Japan, most likely. He's just guessing, and he happens to be right, as he mentioned he wanted to go to this school called UA that makes heroes when he finally finished high school. As he put Izuku, All Might put Izuku through a test period where he made contact with Professor X to set up a little, like a probation period. If he could not cause trouble and not kill anyone there, then by doing so, All Might will see that he's serious about this. So as long as he continues being the perfect little civilian and don't cause too much trouble at the Xavier Institute, that then he'll put Izuku through a he'll approve of him applying to UA. Because of All Might's friendship with Xavier, through the years, Xavier did started letting quirk people. Oh, I'm sorry, people with quirks in his school, as it's a school for the gifted. So he's not going to exclude people with quirks. So people with quirks are treated as the same as mutants, very poorly. They call them freaks and monsters. At least out in America. As you have Izuku, as his mother is making sure his clothes are all neat and tied. Oh well, she's fixing his collar. As Mom, what are you doing? Making sure making sure your collar's on right. It's very good to make a first impression. As Izuku laughs. Oh, I think my first impression, according to what I've been told, I made quite the impression the first time. Well, more than me. I was asleep. Like, how would I start that conversation, Mom? Hi, name's Izuku. Sorry for trying to kill you. As he starts laughing. Serious, Mom. I'll be fine. But I do appreciate you looking out for me. You've always looked out for me ever since you took me in. I know that my birth has been not your normal way of going about it. But to me, you are my mom, and no one could take that place. Remember, Izuki, you're going to have to hold back your physical strength a lot. You're a lot more powerful than the normal human. Yeah, Mom, I know. My template I was created from was some sort of Asgonian. I have all the physical strength and aptitudes of a Asgonian. Don't know what DNA that came from, but nevertheless, I'm fully aware of my physical strength. Izuku, it's time to go. As the Enchantress and Izuku disappear, as they reappear in front of the Xavier Institute, as All Might's waiting for them. Of Xavier, as he's talking with several of the teachers, as you see Logan, Storm, Jean, Cyclops, and Emma Frost. As Emma Frost is trying to turn her life around ever since she lost her students after the slaughter of the Sisterhood. Only a few of her students survived. This is what we have on the boy so far. He was originally created by Hydra, by a lady called Madam Hydra. Later found out by the intel we got from S.H.I.E.L.D. that Lady Hydra wasn't the mastermind behind Izuku's creation. It would be a Asgonian god called Loki. He orchestrated the whole thing. Hydra, the attack on the Institute, and what happened afterwards. You have nothing to worry, Logan. He's no longer under anyone's control. That's why I want to place Izuku under your tutelage, Miss Emma Frost. What makes this boy so special, Charles? Simple, Emma Frost. He's the very first esper we've ever had at this academy. Here's the file on espers. What all I could dig up. They were prominent long before Quarks and the mutagenes showed up. The world was in chaos. Then out of nowhere, they just all disappeared. My guess, someone in the background most likely had them all killed. Izuku might look... The boy might look enough, well, human, but he was created in a lab. He wasn't birthed the normal way. And his current guardian, she's here. As, Emma Frost, please follow me. We must greet our new student. Very well, Professor. How dangerous is this young man? He was quite powerful when we first encountered him. And my guess, he's got even more powerful. It's hard to dig up any information on espers. All their research on them has been eradicated. Someone was trying very hard to erase their existence. Mom, what do? We just go in? It's not All Might's like, he's in his Skull Might form. The professor is most likely already know you're here. As Enchantress sees Xavier in the wheelchair, well, as a woman is right by his side, a blonde woman, Emma Frost. Hello, ma'am. I'm Charles. As he reaches out his hand, as Enchantress shakes his hand, and will be his teacher. As Emma Frost, introduce yourself. As she whispers in Charles' ear, if anything happens to my boy, nowhere will be safe. And when I find you, let's say you won't like that, let's say you won't like what happens. Are we understand human? Very well, Ms. Enchantress, was it? Yes. We'll be coming here occasionally to visit my son, to make sure you're, caring for him properly. As long as you follow that simple condition, I have no problem with this. Mike whispers in his ear, is she always like this? Oh, mother, yeah, she's overprotective. Extremely. It brings a tear to my eye. As Ezekiel says, he says, teasing All Might, I can't tell if you're being serious or sarcastic. A little both. Will's over to Izuku. So you must be Izuku. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, young man. At least, for the second time. And I've been made aware of your current situation. As he points to his head. Would like to talk to, the one you call Anti. If you don't mind, Izuku. No problem use, conversing with Anti, but that's all on him. He's kinda sore whatever happened here when the last time we visit. He's told me nothing, squat. So that means he must have got his ass kicked. Extremely bad for him to hide it from me. Anti. As Xavier enters Izuku's mind, as Izuku lets him. Must be Anti. Hey, you're correct. What do you want, old man? I just want to make sure you're not going to cause no trouble here. As long as Izuku doesn't want to start in trouble, I'll comply. For now. But if any of your people get any cute ideas, end well for you people. Are you threatening me? No, I'm not threatening you at all. Actually, you have more to worry about Izuku than me. I'm quite brutal at times, but the real danger is Izuku himself. That's a word of advice. Wheelchair, don't piss off Izuku. People will live a lot longer. As Izuku kicks Charles, Anti kicks Charles out of Izuku's mind. So I take it you had a nice chat? Yes, we did. Izuku? Yes. That's my name. So, what happened now? What happens now? Do I go to class? Go to my, room that I haven't seen yet? Definitely want to check out the room out. See what type of digs did I get? As Charles, sighs. Miss Emma, will you show Izuku around? Yes, of course, Charles. As Emma goes around the Charles Institute, the school, as she shows them different classes, what they do around there, as it's filled with mutants and quirk people. There's quite a few of them in there. All Izuku here is telling someone to watch out, as a fireball is being thrown towards Emma Frost. As Izuku stops it with his telekinesis, as it floats in his hand. As Emma, what is your power? What's your esper power? Ah, telekinesis. As the as one of the kids, one of the quirks, I'm really sorry. As Emma, you need to watch where you use your abilities. Stop using your goddamn abilities inside the school. There's a reason why you have testing crowds. Now get out of here. Sorry, ma'am. As the kid runs off, as she continues to show him around, you're free. You can do whatever around the campus. The faculties, and the students have been apprised of your arrival. Some might not be welcoming. Oh yeah, I know, Teach. Trying to kill them, and figured there would be, some sore spots. Don't matter. I have a goal in mind, and I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to be the good model student and pass All Might's test. Then I'm up to bigger things. Bigger and badder things. Teach. Whatever. Tomorrow be in my classroom at 8 o'clock sharp. Yeah, I get it, Teach. I'll be in class. Goddamn telepaths. As Anti, says that in Izuku. No, don't be too mad. I hate telepaths. I mean, if you look down to it, we're basically telepaths ourselves. Shut up, Izuku. I don't want to hear it. I'm fine. You go and sulk. Why, go take a round this school. Make some friends. As Anti starts laughing, you make friends. I highly doubt that. After what we did. Correction, more you did, Anti. Whatever, still, I think majority of the people here are going to hate you. Huh. So it's normal? Pretty much. As they continue on, Izuku turns the corner as he looks outside, as he sees some kids, some court kids, picking on a blonde girl. As one of the court kids has pulling the blonde girl's hair. As the rest of them are calling this blonde girl a freak, a villain. As they're ranting about how did someone like you get into the school? Well, this does not look right. Time to fix it. Fix it. Izuku, what are you planning? Relax. It's not like I'm going to kill anyone. Today. Let's make some friends. After all, it's very, like Mother had always said, it's very important to make a first impression. You leave me alone. I wasn't bugging you. Shh. You really don't have a say in this matter, villain. As they kick her in the stomach. As they pull her by the hair. As they slammed her into the ground. Pinning her to the ground. As one was about to use his quirk. As immediately he gets tossed into a tree. Out of nowhere. You casually walks up to them. Walk past the the group of thugs. Well, pretty much what's what I call them? Well, morons. As out of my way, morons. That's no way to treat a beautiful girl. As he bends down, are you alright? Are you alright? As she looks at him, I'm fine. Why don't you run off and get yourself checked out? I suppose this place has some sort of doctor or whatever. Yeah, I probably should go tell Jean, get checked out. Why don't you do that? While I handle with these ingrates. Shoo. As the girl runs off. As she looks, as she turns, sorry, as she walks off before she went inside the manor, she looks back at Izuku. As she goes back inside. Oh, boys, that's no way to treat a lady. What are you? What are you, mutant? Or do you have a quirk? I have neither. So that makes you a deku. Izuku starts choking him. With his telekinesis as he's floating in the air. Now, if you dare finish that sentence, I might have to get violent. And I really don't want to get violent. As he drops him down. Let's make myself perfectly clear. I'm better than you. All of you. I'm far more superior to any of you. Quirk or mutant. It doesn't matter. I'm the big dog around here. If I catch you, doing what you're doing again with anyone else around here, well, I wonder how long you could survive. As everyone starts bending down their knees, as Izuku's using his telekinesis to increase the gravity. I wonder how much gravity you can hold. As they're bleeding from the eyes. Tell me, how do you feel? You're dead, bastard. When I get out of this. That's enough. Everyone separate. As Ezekiel sees Logan, as they get rushed off to get in the med bay to get checked up. As Logan looks at Izuku, and you haven't been here even a full day and you're already causing trouble. Me? Cause trouble? I wouldn't dream of it. I was just educating my fellow students about how you treat a woman. And treat a girl. They didn't agree with me. Well, I didn't agree how they went about it. So, I taught them a better method. Do I know you from somewhere? You look oddly familiar. As he gets close to his face. What are you doing, kid? I don't know. I get a strange deja vu from you. Anti? No way. As Izuku starts laughing, oh my god, this is hilarious. What's so funny, kid? Oh, Anti said he had a fun time tossing you around like a rag doll. As Logan was getting pissed off as Gene. Now, Logan. I'll handle it from here. Lucky kid. Yeah, keep talking. Mr. Ragdoll. Oh, I hate kids, especially that one. As he grumbles. Bye-bye. I haven't fully introduced myself to you, Izuku. I am Jean Grey. Jean Grey. I'm one of the teachers. Please follow me. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. I saw what happened. Some of these kids are very... Don't know how... See, I just don't understand why they treat other people as... with quirk abilities like this. I've been slowly trying to fix it, but it's a lot more difficult than I originally thought. With those ingrates, people like that, this won't change. I don't agree with that, young man. Well, you can agree to disagree. This is how the world works. I'd say no. So where are you taking me? I need to get to your physical first. Then you could run off and go to your quarters or hang around the mansion. There's a lot of things to do. I believe we have a couple pool tables. We have a couple darts. I've been told by Xavier Charles that you have a telekinesis quirk. Telekinesis. Yes, you are correct. Jean, was it? Yeah, Miss Gray. Jean Gray. Miss Gray or Jean, be fine. Well, Miss Jean, I have a telekinesis. A very advanced telekinesis, but telekinesis none the same. It's quite handy. I can do some other things. Like what? As Ezekiel explains a little bit what he could do. As he's able to contact people, through telepathy. He has telepath powers, including his little arsenal. He hasn't really used it much. He's not really good at it. But Gene will work with him with that at least. Outside of his normal classes with Emma Frost. You'll be attending counseling with me, Izuku, every day after class. Therapy? Serious? Yes, it's necessary. I've been told of what I've read up on, what I could find on espers. Espers are very unhinged. The more powerful they get, the more unbalanced they get. So I'm making sure that doesn't happen to you, Izuku. I'm only here to help. Fine. I'll go to this counseling. You'll be counseling. You'll be have So how does this work? One-on-one sessions, a group. As Izuku follows Jean Grey to the medical bay, as he sees a very familiar blonde that he helped out. As she tells Izuku to sit down. As the blonde girl's just been staring at him, as Izuku, smiles and waves, as she looks away, blushing. This way. Please, I'll look after you here in a second. As she helps out Toga. Oh, well, slightly now, as you have the blonde girl, as please come this way, Toga. Okay. As she jumps up. Your lip got busted a little bit. Yeah, some of the idiots wanted to pick on me because of my quirk. I don't know why Professor X, Xavier, even looks after me. After my parents abandoned me. Surprised he hasn't given up yet. But what I want to know is, who's the green hair boy? He kind of helped me in a tough spot. I saw. Are you interested in the boy? Maybe. Haven't decided yet. But you'll be seeing a lot more of him. As Toga's like, what do you mean, Jane? Well, he'll be attending the same classes as you, with Miss Frost, and he'll be attending court counseling with you. With me. Really? As that put a bright smile on her face. As when Izuku called her beautiful, yeah, that kind of made her blush. Pause. Toga was abandoned in America. Her parents, were all against mutants and quirks, and when they found out their daughter had a quirk, yeah, they dumped her as soon as possible. Xavier the X-Men came across her in the alleyway as Charles decided to take her in. She was the very first Cork student that he accepted into the Xavier Institute, the school for the gifted. Gray and Xavier has been slowly trying to temper her desires for blood. She's got pretty good about it. She's not as psychotic as she is in canon, but she does have her moments. As she calls Izuku back, as he gets a physical, as he gets thrown into a X-ray machine. You know, the normal physical. Here for about 15-20 minutes, and I should have the results. I'll be back. Toga here will keep you company. As Toga picks her head. Hi. As she sits right next to Izuku. Hi, I'm Toga Himiko. Name's Izuku. Thanks for helping me back there. Those morons always pick on me because of my quirk. As Izuku looks at her. Okay. What's your quirk, by the way? And she's like, I really don't want to tell you. That's fine. That's all. That's your prerogative. I was just mostly curious. Sighs a few minutes later. Fine, it's I have a blood quirk. I'm able to digest blood, and I'm able to transform into them. Okay. Neat. As Toga looks at, what, you're not disgusted? No, why would I be? It's your power. That's just how it is. You can't help it that how your power works. I really don't see the issue here. Listen, Toga. You shouldn't pay attention, or it shouldn't matter what those ingrates think or say. If you're happy with your abilities, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. As long as you're happy with yourself, fuck them. That's what I always say. Don't worry. They won't be bugging you anytime soon. And if they do, well, let's just say they won't like me very much. So we're good. By the way, well, what's your power, Izuku? Are you a mutant or or do you have a quirk? As Izuku looks at her, as he smiles, oh, I'm far more dangerous than that. As to what do you mean? I'll let you in a little secret. I'm a esper. As Toga doesn't know what that is. What's an esper? Oh, well, let's see. How can I explain this? It's basically my powers are a lot more powerful than espers are a lot more powerful than well, people with quirks and mutants. But unfortunately, I'm the only one. So that, well, technically makes me the top dog. Jane, gets the results. As Izuku and Toga spend the whole day hanging out with each other, as Izuku's getting to know Toga, and Toga's doing the same. Yeah, he made quite an impression on Toga. Toga finally has someone to hang around. All the kids, or all the, yeah, pretty much kids. All the kids at the Xavier Institute, they don't talk to her. They don't socialize her whatsoever. They isolate her because of rumors of the people with quirks. So a lot of the mutants don't bother talking to her, even though some have tried. But Toga has been very antisocial. As they went their separate ways, as Izuku went back to his room, as Toga had to go to class. As the class is finally ending, as Izuku hears crying in the bathroom, as he sees a bunch of girls walk out, as he sees As he continues to hear crying, as Izuku doesn't give a shit, as he walks in, as he sees Toga crying, looking at the mirror, as her eyeliner is all dripping down her face. As she knows, Izuku knows that she has a bruise on her face, as those girls were beating on her. Whoever it is, just leave me alone. As she steps out of the stall, I'm serious. Leave me the fuck alone. As her eyes widen as she sees Izuku. What are you doing here? Izuku walks over to her as she wipes her tears away. It's alright, Toga. As Izuku hugs Toga, as she immediately starts crying, bawling her eyes out. Do they hate me so much? I just wanted to be friendly. Don't worry about it, Toga. As Izuku picks her up, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm taking you. As Izuku knows where Toga's room is. They're they're neighbors, so as he portals into Toga's room. You can do that? Yeah, I can. This as Toga sits on her bed. As she stares at Izuku as so, what exactly happened, Toga? As she doesn't want to tell him. She likes to keep things to herself a lot. Listen, Toga. I'm only, trying to be a friend, I guess. Really? You think of me as a friend? Well, yeah, you're the only one I talk to at this school, and that's really all I care about. And I hate to see a beautiful girl like you sad. As she blush, as she starts blushing. You think I'm attractive? Of course I do. Toga. If those idiots can't see that, then, well, they're lost. You're quite attractive. Toga looks like, I don't believe you. Prove it. Prove it, you say, as he gets a grin. As he touches Toga's cheek. As he lifts her chin up. As he goes in for a kiss. As he kisses Toga. She turns beet red. She's like, what are you doing? Well, you wanted me to prove to that find you attractive. Well, that's your answer. Well, I'll see you around, Toga. If you need me, I'll be next door. Toga just sits there with a blank face as Ezekiel leaves. As he has a smile on his face. As Ezekiel returns to his room. As he sleeps for the night. As he wakes up at 7 o'clock. As he gets his clothes on. As he fixes his suit. Yeah, this is pretty much what he wears. What you see in the thumbnail. He likes to dress nice. As he walks into the breakfast area, as everyone's giving him a vicious look. Let the look that you're not welcome here look. As he picks up something to drink, as he walks out, as he has a smile the whole time there, as he smiles at them, as he leaves, not giving a shit, as he sees Toga, laying against a tree, as she's trying to, she has one of her, she just got her breakfast and eats it outside because of the constantly, bullying that she gets from everyone around there. As you have Toga, damn it, as the straw she had was broken. As Izuku sits right next to her, hands her a straw. I have a spare, Toga. And she's like, thanks, I didn't want to go back in there. No problem. As Toga and Izuku, as they eat breakfast together outside, as they socialize. As class finally get ready to begin, as you have Izuku and Toga. As when Izuku sits down, as Toga left her seat and to sit circling next to Izuku. As Rogue and Laura. No, let's say, yeah, this will work better. As Emma Frost's only students right now is Izuku and Toga. Yeah, she gets the delinquents of people that has extremely powerful quirks, unique ones, or a esper in such case, as they want to keep Izuku as far away from other students as possible. They don't know, like, they know there's going to be some drama because Izuku kind of did try to kill them with sentinels of all things. So yeah, there's a lot of students that don't like Izuku one bit. Laura doesn't. X23 Laura. She doesn't care either way. As Emma walks in, as she starts the class, as she begins teaching Toga and Izuku, as she was expecting Izuku to be a well, she thought Izuku was not going to pay attention to any of her lectures, going to be a delinquent. But she was pleasantly surprised that Izuku is he's taking the lesson seriously. Class finally ends as Izuku has to go to court counseling with Toga. As Toga and Izuku are walking, as he knows the same girls that were walking out of that bathroom yesterday, starts pointing and laughing at Toga, calling her ugly and some other not so nice things. Izuku sees this as he sees Toga looking down. As Izuku stops, tilts her chin up. Don't let don't let what those bitches say bother you. As the girl, excuse me, what did you call me? You heard what I said. You're a bitch. I call it as I see it. Come on, Toga. As he grabs Toga's hand as they walk off to court counseling. As Toga and Izuku sit down in Jean Grey's office, as she begins the session, as she asks a bunch of Togas if she's had if she has any unwanted desires when it comes to her blood, with her blood quirk. As she's keeping her been good, Miss Jean. I've kept my symptoms down to the bare minimum. I had one almost episode, but thanks to Izuku here, it's been a bit easier to contain. I see. So you two have got closer. Yes, we have. He's been very nice to me. He's only been here for not even for a full week, and he's shown a lot more caring and understanding than most people here. It's been less lonely. But your turn, Izuku. Please introduce yourself and tell you a little about yourself. Very well. Name's Izuku. Don't know my last name. Well, I'm pretty much a living weapon. I was created by a organization I will not name. And, well, I killed a shitload of people. Then I might have and might have not tried to kill a lot of people here. As Toga looks at Izuki shocked. And, well, after that, when my mom found me, then, well, let's just say my life has been a lot more better. And I personally do not like the people here. Don't like how they treat at least Tug over here. It's keeping all my it's keeping all my restraint from not killing a whole lot of them. She's like, thank you for restraining yourself, Izuku. No problem, Miss Jean. As he sits down, as the session finally ends, as they did a couple more exercises, trust exercises, and talk more about their feelings and what they want to achieve. As they went through all that boring stuff, as the weeks have gone past, as it's officially been 2 months since Izuku been there, as Toga and Izuku got even closer. Izuku's have already been, he's already made it perfectly clear that he's interested in Toga. Toga's not dense. She picks up on this. She picks up on the occasional hints Izuku makes towards her. Toga in the library. She's reading a book as Izuku sits right next to her. Hi, Izuku. What's going on? What's up? She's just mostly curious on what Izuku's up to. Oh, nothing much. I was about to ask you a question. As Toga's like, what's your question? This whole flirting, it's been fun and all, Toga. It really has. But I'm done. I'm done waiting. As Toga's like, and what are you implying, Izuku? Simple. As he places 2 tickets on the table. A date. As Toga was shocked, as she's like, what, a date? Yep, exactly. I don't know. What, you don't like me? No, it's not I don't like you, it's just I haven't been outside the mansion ever since I've ever since I sorry. Ever since I've been here. Don't worry, Toga. I had the Professor Charles. Okay. So, what do you say, Toga? I would love to, Izuku. Izuku gives her a bright smile. A real genuine smile, not a cocky smile. Not a smile that tells, I'm superior or, you're lower than me. A genuine smile. As Izuku genuinely likes her. At first, it was just a attraction, but yeah, slowly, started to he started to develop feelings for Toga, and that's a first for him. As Toga, is more than happy to go on a date with Izuku, as she hugs him. As she runs off to get ready, as Izuku picked up his what books he wanted to come here for originally. He just was surprised to see Toga in here. As he goes back to his room, as we're gonna stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Oh. God damn it.